Hey metalheads, it's Chainsaw Gears 12 here, back again with another episode of Weekly Metal Topic, episode number 17. And as you can read above, instrumentals in metal is today's topic. And basically what we're going to get into is, I'm going to explain a little bit about what I think about instrumentals being in metal, and how that could change a person's view on the band, or how it changes the band entirely. So let's get deeper into this topic. Okay guys, first of all, let's get into the bands that have pulled off instrumentals very well. Okay, first of all, Metallica. Anesthesia Pulling Teeth, The Call of Cthulhu, Orion, To Live Is To Die, and Suicide of Redemption. Now, Metallica have been known to write long songs, and on that factor, they have written especially long songs for their instrumentals. Now, some might argue that the instrumentals are a little repetitive, and that there's not a lot of changes in the music, but in my opinion, I think the audience and the fans of Metallica accept the instrumentals very well, and they usually consider an instrumental over a song with lyrics. In my opinion, sometimes it feels like it's hard to choose, but my favorite instrumental by them is To Live Is To Die, because of the fact that it's a tribute to Cliff Burton. But I love their instrumentals because it gives a chance for the band to relax and hold back, or they can jump forward and, really throw around different musical changes and things. And I feel like that they have jammy parts. That's why a lot of the things that are a little repetitive, I feel like that they are more like it's an instrumental. It's more of a jamming song rather than a less of an instrumental, because they can actually have fun and actually, lay back or something like that. So that's what I think Metallica does, that is to pay tribute to the fact that they started out as kids who like to jam on songs, so the instrumentals feel like a jamming thing where it keeps continuing those riffs, the same riffs, and have a few changes, is because they like to jam. But on the more aspect of the more complicated instrumentals, let's go to Dream Theater, which over the years have produced some amazing instrumentals. And the band, as always with the songs they have with lyrics, they also, in instrumentals, they have all these different diversity, all these different changes, and all these different progressions, and these different time signature changes. And I feel like Dream Theater likes to step to that side of instrumental-wise, because they can be more musically active and more changes, because they're not having to follow a pattern of vocals. And so, to this next band that has completely got rid of vocals completely, Scale the Summit, which I haven't really talked about them very much, but Scale the Summit is a very good band, and they do not rely on vocals at all. There's no vocals anywhere, and they've released some really amazing quality sound music, and it really shows that they can write music that they don't need to have a vocalist, because their music speaks for itself. I feel like they have so many different changes, a lot of guitar solo parts, some really amazing changes in their music, and there's such a difference in between each song you listen to off a record by them, that it shows that they don't need a vocalist. And before I get any further, make sure to let you guys know that I'm not bashing vocalists. I'm saying is, I'm looking at the aspect of the musicianship, and how that bands can take away the vocals and not follow a certain pattern and write amazing music. And that's what it is. Scale the Summit has completely got rid of vocals, and they write amazing quality music. I highly recommend checking them out, because they have some great, amazing music. And Dream Theater, as I said, has amazing quality music. They follow the there's no really pattern for them when they write music if they're going to do an instrumental. And there's also one other band that I want to throw out there. Trivium did The Crusade, which is an instrumental off the album The Crusade, and I feel like the band just took that chance of like, hey, let's end this album with an epic song, and they did. It was an 8-minute song with no vocals anywhere, and the track was just amazing. And so what really boils down to it, summing all that up, and not just talking about bands, but just musicians everywhere, I feel like at some instances when you write music, there are instances where you can go, okay, vocals can go here, vocals are needed on the song. But in other cases, when you write music, you don't want to follow that same pattern. It's more of a, let's write this, and then let's throw this in there, and it might sound weird, but let's add some differences inside. And I feel like when you don't have to worry about the vocals, your music can just expand wider and not have to keep shortening because we have to fit vocals in there, or it's not going to fit. So in my case, yes, I do love instrumentals, and I feel like instrumentals should be placed more often in music. I feel like instrumentals are a dying breed because not a lot of bands are doing instrumentals, and hopefully Scale the Summit can bring a new type of metal where it's just instrumental metal and we can just have amazing quality music and see what that takes you, because like I said before, no vocals, your music expands because there's an endless possibility because you don't have to worry about adding vocals. When you have vocals, that musicianship just keeps on slimming down because you have to fit vocals in somewhere. So that is the topic, guys. Sorry if I stumbled a little bit, as always, because I usually do that in my going on forever. So guys, let me know in the comment section below what you think about instrumentals. Let me know about any other bands I did not speak of on this topic about that do instrumentals, or talk about a band I talked about doing instrumentals, or how you feel about instrumentals in general. And as always, guys, like the video and subscribe for more videos. And one quick thing before I get off here, I want to give a shout out to Music Whore and Mighty Sauce. They both did a video last month, not together. They both did a separate video, and at the end of Music Whore's review of Megadeth Peace Sells But Who's Buying album, he gave a shout out to me. Thank you, my brother, and I'm giving you a shout out back. And also to Mighty Sauce, who recommended me and did a little video about promoting me a little bit. Thank you, brother. Thank you again. Promotion back to you. What's up? Anyways, guys, so that's the end of the video, and I will see you guys on Monday.